Right, guys, what's good? Welcome back to another FM24 video. Of course, the news of the new game is coming out and people are starting to get excited now about FM25. But for now, we have some brand new tactics you can still try on your FM24 saves, whether you're trying brand new saves, trying some new stuff, or just trying to get your team winning again. We have some new tactics coming over the next few weeks to try and get you guys back into FM24 until the new release of the brand new game in November. Let's dive in. We have a brand new tactic for you today. I'm going to dive in and start by looking at Monaco. Football Manager 25 is out now for pre-order, and you can pre-order it right now with 2Game. I have teamed up with 2Game this year to bring the cheapest possible price we have found anywhere on the internet, and the price will be continually adjusting to make sure it's the cheapest price on the internet. You can use the link in the bio of this video or in the comment section right now to get the cheapest offer on FM25. So get your pre-orders in now and use the code MurphFM at checkout to get the cheapest price possible on the market for Football Manager 25. So before we dive into Monaco, you can see the league table briefly there on screen, and dive more into that in just a second. But if you're new around here and you haven't already as well, please make sure, if you don't mind, of course, hit that subscribe button and giving the video a thumbs up. It really does help get the video pushed out to new people and find some new eyes on the channel ahead of FM25. So yeah, let's touch on this then straight away then. So we're going to start things off with the Champions League. With Monaco, we got as far as the semi-finals in Monaco, being left between Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Man City, now on Monaco's side before being knocked out by Man City. Don't get me wrong, we got absolutely hammered in that game by Man City, which is a shame really, but this Monaco team isn't really ready to be competing with the likes of Man City, you wouldn't think, in this game, but a good showing for the boys. But it's the league was the most important one this one. We won the Coupe de France as well, of course, in that final, beating Lens 4-2. Great final for the boys. Balogun, Minimo with a brace as well, and Jacobs getting one in the 96th minute. But the league phase was the important one within this save here in France. As you can see on the screen right now, in 34 games, Monaco won 28, drawing 2, and only losing 4 games all season. It being enough to beat PSG to the league title, scoring 97 goals in the process. No exceeding 26. That's one more goal than PSG the entire season. And we scored a mammoth more goals. And even got a hell of a lot more points than them this season as Monaco lift the league earned title. With the likes of Balogun here, you can see on screen right now, he got 30 goals this season in 42 appearances. And Real Mbolo as well, imagine get 29 goals this season. 16 goals come from Minamino as well. And even Golovin in midfield, bagging 13 goals this season. This tactic has a lot of goals in it, and even with the assists as well. Xiao Henrique, you can see down here, 24 assists this season, whilst 19 assists coming from the right hand side. Both our fullbacks get a lot of assists using this tactic. In terms of the goals per game, Monaco got 2.85 goals per game in the tactic, with 15.56 shots per game. We get a lot of shots off, and we're getting a lot of goals in the process here with Monaco. It worked very well around the board for Monaco this season. You can see what it's saw already, what it's won with them. Win the league and title ahead of PSG in this opening season is very, very hard to do in FM this year. So the fact that Monaco have done it with ease shows this tactic is a good one to try for you. And one of the big factors of this tactic as well, of course, in that Champions League run, we actually played PSG over 2 legs, beating them 5-2, including a home leg victory here. We were beaten 4-2 in this one. Vanderson getting the opening goal as well, which is incredible. Why is he even up there in the first place? He's a fullback. He was up there and managed to bag the goal. Xiao Henrique, we've mentioned already, got a lot of assists this season from this tactic. He got the ball on the left-hand side here, plays into the box, and it's Dennis Zakaria who gets a big header past Donnarumma. This is by the 22nd minute by this point. We're already 2 goals ahead, and straight away, bang, another ball into the box, and Bolo heads it past Donnarumma. We're 3-0 up within 22 minutes. This tactic absolutely dominated PSG. Yes, they got 2 goals in this game. Yes, it ended 5-2 over 2 legs, but the fact we got 4 goals against PSG in one game is absolutely unbelievable for me. So we've seen what the tactic did there already in Monaco over in Ligue 1. So now we're going to go over to the Spanish League, La Liga, where Atletico Madrid have managed to topple both Barcelona and Real Madrid using this tactic. Now on paper, Monaco had an amazing season, only getting to the round of 16, being knocked out by Aston Villa, of course, in the Champions League, and the Copa del Rey and the Supermercado only getting to the semi-finals, but again, losing to Real Madrid in both of those semi-finals. But it's the league phase, the league from La Liga table this season, where the big one happens, because Atletico Madrid actually won the league this season ahead of Barcelona and Real Madrid, scoring 103 goals in the process. They did lose 5 games, which is a lot more than Barcelona lost 1 this season, and Real Madrid lost 4 this season, and a lot of draws left for them guys, but our 2 draws, 5 losses. But with the 31 victories, with 103 goals, we absolutely smashed the competition this season, managing to win the league as well. Madly enough, Villarreal came bottom with 21 points, which is absolutely insane for a Villarreal team who have been very consistent and very good in real life for the last couple of years, getting relegated bottom of the league in this tactic. So as we did last time, we're going to dive into the squad view now and have a bit more deeper look about who got the goals this season. The likes of Angel Correa got 25 goals this season, Sorloth on 20 goals, 17 for Griezmann, Axel Witsel got 16 goals this season as well, playing as a centre-back. So Anything's possible within this tactic. And going to the assists as well, lots of Lino in that fullback this season, got 13 assists. Got 13 assists also from Marcus Llorente in that midfield role this season. And even Anton Griezmann bagged off 11 assists this season, which isn't a bad return. And then 13 for our right wing back, Molina, this season, playing on that right-hand side of this back five tactic. Again, a bit more of a deeper dive now into the data hub as well. The likes of goals per game got 2.71 this season, shots per game, up higher than the last one in Monaco, like 16.25 this season. A great return for these lads in Atletico Madrid. Had a really good season, getting some really good results along the way. We've won the standout games being Atletico Madrid 4, Real Madrid 0. Towards the end of the season, it was getting tight, and in this game, we absolutely ripped them apart. Lino, who played the left wing back role this season, we mentioned him earlier for the assists as well, bagging in the first goal here, then getting the assist here, leading to Llorente. Nice little 1-2 moment there. There's Lino chives inside here, and then bags it off a deflection himself. It's saying it's actually lands a Lino goal. I'm not sure there. It looked like a bit of a big deflection to be a Lino goal, but we'll take it nonetheless. And again, coming from this side again, Lino this time, ball into the box, finds Correa to make it 3-0 at the 60th minute. And there's still time for one more goal. Koke this time with the corner. Finds Le Nomad, who nods it past Couture to make it Atletico Madrid 4, Real Madrid 0. So we've seen Monaco win the league with this tactic. We've seen Atletico Madrid win the league with this tactic. Of course, the thumbnail would have gave it away. We went to Manchester United for the far team for testing with this tactic. With Man United, with Bruno Fernandes having a great season. We're going to dive more into that in just a moment as we head over now to Manchester to see how we got on with this tactic with Manchester United. So we've arrived at Manchester. A bit of a spoiler there. We have won the league. We can get into that very, very shortly. But we're going to dive now over here to our trophy spread, the competitions this season. And we'll start, of course, with the FA Cup this season. We beat Newcastle 3-0 in the final of the FA Cup, Manchester United, with goals from Kobe Mainoo, a penalty from Fernandes, and Rasmus Højlund getting a goal in the 87th minute. A great start to this trophy campaign because it wouldn't be the only one would win it this season. We would then go to the Europa League final where it would be Man United versus Tottenham Hotspur in that final, where we see Man United beat them 3-2 in Dublin here, thanks to goals from Rashford, Joshua Zirkzee, and Bruno Fernandes, who we mentioned earlier on, getting a lot of goals this season, managed to get the winner in the 94th minute. Left it till late, bit of 30-time magic you could say there, as Bruno Fernandes wins the Europa League for Manchester United. But of course, it wouldn't be a treble season without the Premier League trophy being in there. You can see right now on screen, Man United win the treble and win the Premier League. With 38 games, 129, drawing 5, only losing 5 games all season. But again, scoring 91 goals this season, absolute monster, 91 goals, win the league on 92 points. Quite a bit ahead, to be fair, of Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool there in the top 4 positions. Man United completing a treble this season from this tactic. So having seen the league table now, we're going to dive a little bit deeper now into the actual team itself this season. Starting with Marcus Rashford, who bagged 42 goals in 48 appearances this season. If he could do that in real life, I'm sure Man U fans would be absolutely jubilant with the guy right now. Like Højlund, 27 goals, Zirkzee getting 16 goals, and then Bruno Fernandes, who I mentioned had a really good season this season. He got 11 goals and 8 assists, but he wasn't playing his natural position. You can see on the right-hand side here, left-hand side, sorry, striker. Bruno Fernandes playing as a striker within this tactic. Something a bit different, of course. But the likes of Rashford, Højlund, and Zirkzee, you're probably thinking, hang on, Rashford's currently on the bench. What have you been doing? Bruno's played quite a lot of a big role this season playing as a striker. It's worked quite well. It's more so actually the actual build-up player watching it within the match engine. And we'll go through some of the highlights very shortly. But as a striker, Bruno actually works quite well. And when you see the actual attribute on screen right now, if you go to the advanced forward, which I'm using for this role, as you can see it on screen, 15, 17, 18, 17, the attributes actually tick a lot of what you want for an advanced forward in this position. The dribbling, okay, not so much at 11, but everything else as a spread. Bruno as a striker, who knew? As we've mentioned throughout this video, the assists have been coming from the fullbacks in those left and wing back roles. Of course, right now, they haven't played the most recent match in those positions. But you can see on screen right now that Luke Shaw, he bagged 21 assists this season, whilst Dalot on the other side of the pitch as well, getting 15 assists. Mazzaraz's been playing a bit part with Dalot this season, rotating quite a lot. He got himself 12 as well. So the assists are coming in absolute flurries from those fullback positions, which we'll dive into as we're going to dive into the tactic in just a moment. But of course, we're talking to the data hub quickly as well. Goals per game, 2.39 for Manchester United. Shots per game up at 14.97. It's not a bad return, really. I'm really well this season, Man United winning a treble within this tactic. But now I think it's time we do actually dive in and have a deeper look at this tactic now on screen. So this is the MurphFM Ultimate 5-2-3 formation. So I've been tweaking with quite a lot of is the Regista Volante rolled together? If you've been watching my streams over on Twitch and TikTok, you'll see we've been using that in our current tactic over there. It's something we're releasing on the channel very, very shortly as well. But again, the Volante and the Regista rolled together in the double DM pivots works so nicely. And this tactic kind of showed it how well the players work together within this shape. So we'll dive in starting with the keeper, of course. Onana as a super keeper and defender in this formation. Be told to tackle harder as an individual instruction, of course. course, if you're not sure how to do these normally in your game, just go onto the player, hover over them, click here, and you can press edit, and then you can tick the individual instructions via this menu. So, into our backline, we have 2 ball-playing defenders and a central defender on defence. Starting with Maguire on the right-hand side, he's told to tackle harder, and also on the left-hand side, Martinez also told to tackle harder, with a central defender on a defensive duty also being told to tackle harder. So on the left and the right of this defence, we are playing with 2 wing backs on support. So on the right-hand side, we have Mazzarari here being told to take more risks, stay wider and tackle harder, whilst on the left-hand side, twinning that, take more risks, stay wider and also tackle harder. In the middle of the park, we have the Regista Kobe Mono for this position, being told to dribble more, shoot less often and tackle harder, whilst the Volante Casemiro being told to tackle harder. He's on an attacking duty, of course, while the Regista plays on a support duty. Into that front line now, the 3 advanced forwards. Starting on the right-hand side, we have tackle harder on Bruno Fernandes on the right-hand side. Through the centre, tackle harder, and as you can probably guess on the last one, also tackle harder. Every player's been told tackle harder, and you're probably wondering, does that not encourage more cards, more penalties be given away, etc.? It really doesn't within the game. It just means they press the tackle a lot harder and win the ball back a lot faster. We're playing the balanced mentality, of course, the tactical start. If you used to go over clean slate, want to build this tactic from brand new, press clean slate and follow on the rest of this video to build it within your console, wherever else you're playing this tactic. But we're playing a balanced mentality. In possession, you can see on screen right now, we're asking for shorter passing down here. We're asking for a slightly higher tempo, overlapping on the left and both the right-hand sides, to run at the defence within the dribbling and pass into space on the approach play. Whilst in the transition, we're asking for a counter press and counter to be played, whilst the keeper in possession, we're asking for a quick distribution. And then out of possession, you can see on screen right now, we have a higher defensive line, a high press ticked. The trigger press is set to much more often and to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So that has been MurphFM's ultimate 5-2-3 formation. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below on what's your favourite shape in FM24 and what you're looking forward to the most within FM25. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again for the next one.